Welcome to savemake.com. Action, start. Today I want to discuss with you about a topic which is very important, which is to balance your budget or to rebalance your budget. And to do that, I am going to use the comparison with an old scale. So, for those who are not familiar, you had two sides and you were trying to put, for example, the goods that you wanted to measure, and here weights, and when it was properly balanced, it would tell you what was the weight of what was on the left plateau. So we are going to use the scale, but not really to try to balance it properly, but to the contrary, to try to grow one side compared to the other. So let's start. Let's suppose that here you have the pile of expenses. So I'm putting the pile of expenses, and of course the balance is going to tilt in that manner. And then here I am putting the pile of incomes, and gradually as I am putting the pile of income, if your consumption is balanced with your income, gradually it's going to be flat. So this is a good comparison, and if you look at the accountant, they speak always to balance a budget. That means that you are spending as much as what you earn. In this video, I'm not going to speak too much about the spending side because I have a specific video which is geared towards the expense. Actually, I have many, but one which is linked with the budget. But I want to speak more about income, because after long discussions and speaking with many people, I think that there is one side which is easier to increase than the other, which is the income. Just a few words. On the expense side, I think I would go towards your money leaks. So I'm going to take a comparison. As mentioned to you, my wife, she's collecting sands from the different places where we have been. Imagine that you are pouring sand in your hands. Do you think that you are going to be capable of retaining it for a long time? Or same if you are pouring water in your hands, it's going to leak. So on the expense side, my tip for today is go after the money leaks. And again, I have a specific video which is speaking about the money leaks. But let's speak about the income. And my philosophy, or our family philosophy, to grow an income, we like to start from zero. So I have a comparison. I love to speak about comparison images. Imagine the cavemen when they were trying to start a fire. So they would knock the silex until they would make a spark, and then the spark would light slightly some fern or other very light things that they would have found in the woods, and then the fern could lit foliage, bigger foliage, and then small wood, and then big wood. And that's our approach. We are not for starting businesses where you spend immediately a lot of money, and after a while you discover that you have only spent money and not generating any income. So remember that theory. And when I'm speaking about business, I'm speaking about side hustles, little things where you are going to see if you are good at generating a little bit of income. And I have a few suggestions because we have done it over and over. One, it goes back to the tag concept. Tag, teachable, ambitious, and gifted. Look at what you are good at doing, what you have a passion for, what perhaps you read on a regular basis on social media, on the internet, on magazines, and say, well, perhaps I could make some money out of that. And then my first recommendation, go to see a bulletin board, your local grocery store, local restaurants, they have all bulletin boards. I am using heavily bulletin boards for our different businesses because it's very local. You are not fighting all the crowd which is on the internet, and put your services out there. I can tell you, for example, because I am in property management, when we are speaking about landscaping, paint jobs, so things that do not require a lot of tools, a lot of spending to get started. I'm sure in your community there are people that don't have the time at all to do their landscaping. You could get there, you know, a lot of people have a passion for doing simple things in landscaping. So those are some of the ideas that I have. There are also other options, you know, right now very popular to work from home. So look for those opportunities that can be very flexible if you have already an agenda which is fairly full. And then you can go perhaps towards another part-time job. I think it's easier to go back to my scale. It's easier to load this side than to touch this side. This side, it's what you have been used to doing. Here, you can get more income, and then suddenly it's going to lean on the favorable side. I think I have covered everything, so the title was Balance Your Budget, even though we are trying to unbalance it to make it lean on the favorable side. Lot of discussions lately with Savemakers, very interested by the process. And if you have any questions on the topic or any other topic, ask them in the comment section below the video, and I always answer. And thank you very much for watching this video.